Hey, hey, hey. I'm just waiting for some people to come on before we can start. Just give me a thumbs up or a like to let me know if you can hear me properly. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Hi, Victoria. How are you, beautiful? I hope you can you will stay on to participate tonight. So we're just waiting for some more people to come on before we can start this beautiful live, and I'm hoping for people to participate. Hi. All right. So for those who are just popping on, so tonight's topic is about open relationship, polyamory. Hi, beautiful. How are you? Yeah, so tonight's episode is about open relation, polyamory, and the whole lifestyle. We want to understand if there's a difference, if people know what the difference is, if people can explain to me what the difference is. I have an idea what it is, but I'd like to know the audience take on, open relationship, polyamory, polygamy relationship. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So I'm just waiting for some more people to jump on. But before, hi, Benita. Thanks for joining. Hopefully, you can stay on here. And I would love to hear your take on the whole lifestyle. So, we're going to be having hope of fun, I hope. Hi, Prince. How are you? Hopefully, all the men and women will take part in this. I want some feedback. We want to have some fun because I know most of us have or in a relationship or have been in any kind of relationship that maybe it's great. Some people be cheating. Do you think people should have said it was a polyamorous relationship or your open relationship? Because honestly, before we dive in, let's give some shout out to some entrepreneurs out there. Hi, Destiny. How are you, beautiful? Thanks for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I want to shout out to some people so far that's on here. I want to shout out to Destiny. Destiny, I want you to put your handle in the feed to tell people about your book that you wrote. I can't wait to wrote. I can't wait to read it. There's so many small business people that's always on my feed, so we want to give them a shout out and make sure everything is fine and support the business. Support. Christmas is here. Support the small businesses. All right, people. So let's get started. So the topic today is about open relationship, polyamory, and all that beautiful stuff. So tell me, if anybody that's on here, do you know the difference between polyamory, polygamy, and open relationship? What's the deal? There's so many people out there who are supposed to be in serious relationship, and so they think, and then one partner is out there playing the field. So one person's thinking, okay, I'm in a monogamous relationship and the other one is playing the field. So what's your take on this, people? So what's going on? Hi, Mark. How are you? Denise, cousin, how are you? Beautiful. Diane. Oh, and by the way, Diane is on here as well. Diane makes the best black cake. So Diane, put your Instagram handle on here or your website so people can start ordering your cake, your nice Jamaican black cake. I hear it's amazing. I can't wait to take a bit of it. All right. So anybody that's watching on here, just put your business handle in here so you can get some support from my audience. All right. So people, come on. What's the difference between open relationship, polyamory? What's going on? Talk me. Beautiful, Destiny. Beautiful. Why everybody? Is it too quick in the feed to start talking about it? So okay. I'm going to give you the definition that I believe. What's the difference? So an open relationship is one where one or both partner has a desire for just pure sex. So to them, the one at home is, okay, you're my person, but just keep in mind that I'm going out there and playing the field. that's an open relationship. But their queen is always going to be home. The queen is who I love. The queen has my back. Everybody else is just for pure pleasure and satisfaction. So there's no heartfelt desire. If I'm wrong, for those who are on here who know the big difference, I'm up for debate. So to let me know. And then we have polyamory. So polyamory relationship is you have different tiers of relationship. You have the ones at home that's a queen and she knows about everybody else. So again, they probably are playing the field, both person or one person, and she's okay with her husband doing the thing. Polygamy relationship is totally different now. I think all the wives are on the same wavelength. So, but again, for all these different areas of relationship minus the open relationship, I think there's rules and regulations when it comes to that kind of lifestyle. So you have to choose your battle. Thank you, Destiny. Thank you for sharing the link. This is awesome. Thank you, beautiful. Hi, Carol. Thank you for joining. Mauricio, hi, handsome. Go ahead. So let's get some feedback of what type of relationship are you guys in? To tell me. Come on, let's have a conversation. You guys are too quiet. Listen, I wasn't feeling well and I came on because I thought this was going to be a hot topic. So people, what's going on? Destiny, what's your take on open relationship? Should people be upfront from the get-go to say this is the kind of relationship we're having? Or, they're thinking that they're going to hurt someone, so they just kind of keep it quiet. Or Destiny, do you know the difference between polyamory and all the difference? Carol, you too. Let's start having a conversation. Let's start having a conversation. What's going on? Okay, people, don't let me come out to my bed to come talk to you guys, and you guys are so quiet. Should I sit back and don't say anything? So come on, guys. What's your definition? Should people be cheating on each other? Should they even go into a relationship if they know they don't want to be in a relationship and they want to play the field? Like, what's going on? Talk to me, people. Wow. Hey, Alicia, sweetheart. Everybody quiet. Baby, it's okay. You're never too late. Because the audience, I'm quiet. We're talking about polyamory and open relationship and polygamy. So do you know the difference between the type, or would you be open? That's even better. Or would you be open to have those kind of lifestyle? Because I know you're always very vocal. That's why you're my cousin. You're always vocal. So come on, people. What's going on? Carol, what's going on? What's your take on the different kind of lifestyle that's out there? Open relationship, polyamory, Hey, Natanya, beautiful. Thank you for joining. I know you would come on. Oh my God, you would. You would what, Mauricio? Would you have an open relationship, polyamory? What kind of relationship? Or it doesn't matter. You'll be open to all of that. If you're married, do you think your partner would? My husband told me he wants 2-year time out. We both do what we want to think, and that's open. Yeah, that's very open. And as long as you're okay with it, Victoria, that's all that matters. Because we don't want people to be going out there and they're not okay with it. Because one person's going to always come on earth. No open relationship for me. And you're right, Lisa. It's not for everybody. Open relationship is not for everybody. Because at this point in my life, I would never do an open relationship. When I was younger, yes, for sure. I've tried it, and it was fun while it lasted because there's no heart connection in where you are when it comes to certain things. Alicia, it's all cool because those are agreements between consenting adults. And you are so right, cousin. It's all cool for those. But you know what I've come across, cuz? That some women, because they don't want to leave their partner or their male, they would say yes just to keep them, and they're home hurting, So we want to reach a place where people is authentic and open to say yay or nay, And if that person don't want to stay with me because I want a monogamous relationship, they can always find somebody else who would please them. Carol, to each his own, as long as it's mutual agreement. If only one agrees, then it's cheating. And you're 100% right, Carol. If it's only one-sided, for sure, that the other person is definitely cheating if it's only one-sided. So, and there's also different scenarios when, you think that you're in a I would call it, it's called a solo monogamous relationship. And what that is one is fine with the other person going and play the field and coming home because they don't want to. Again, this is where I tell it's like, they don't want to lose that person. So they'll do anything to, to let that person go as long as they're coming home. Hi, Ruby. Thank you for joining. So tonight we're talking about open relationships, monogamy, polyamory, the swingers lifestyle, any kind of different lifestyle that doesn't seem normal. What the norm is a monogamous man and woman living together, or if a woman and woman living together, a man and man living together. But those are monogamous. And you have my heart, you have my love, there's no cheating. That's what we're talking about, monogamous. But if you're an open relationship, polyamory, then it's a total different ball theme. Hi, Sabine. How are you? Oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever. I even talked to you. I didn't even know you were still on Facebook, Sabine. All right. So far we have to each his own. And I agree, no judgment at all. And Alice is saying the same thing, as long as both consenting to adults is agreeing to this kind of lifestyle, then it's cool. Natani, even when there is consent for many, when reality hits, sometimes you realize you are not prepared. And Natanya, you are so right in that. To them, it sounds beautiful. It's like a fairy tale. But when it actually starts happening, now it's a total different thing. Believe it or not, there's so many different villages or cult that practice polygamy and polyamory. For those who don't know, I know there's one place up in here in Pickering that has a farm that does that. Destiny, I didn't mention this in the book, but lady, I have a few stories for you. At this point, I would not be open to open relationship. I think if two people are open and honest with each other, they can handle that lifestyle, then that's them. I find there is a lot of deception within the Black couples. That's why you may see cheating, emotional affairs, hookups, etc. We need to be honest at where we are. And Destiny, I am so agree with you. We have to be honest and open from the get-go. If you don't want a monogamous relationship, say it. And you're so right. But because you said, that they're not coming in naked, they're just prejudging that this person may not want it and feed them the lies, and then they're doing their thing. And you're home thinking, we have this amazing relationship, and the other partner is out there doing them thing. I so agree. I've seen it happen so many times, Destiny. So you're right. No, I'm curious reading the book. Probably I should grab one for Christmas. Or when it come on Audible, let me know so I can buy it. So far, a lot of people are saying to each your own. Destiny is saying it's tricky. Natanya is kind of saying the same thing, when realization hit you, when you realize, okay, this is not it. This is not what I bargained for. This is not what I want. And then things are going to change. Last week we were talking, one of the guests says, for every relationship, we at least have 7 years of relationship. In building a relationship, is either you're going to make it or you're going to break it. And I guess it's the same thing in the whole poly different kind of lifestyle that's out there. You know what I mean? It's look exciting, and this is something that I want to try. But when you really go in there, things shift. A little bit of jealousy takes place. Why is he paying more attention to Sharon? Why am I not getting this? Or you know what I mean? There's competition. But in some of the lifestyle, though, I guess they have, I'm not quite sure the terminology in terms of how they would call it, but basically the one at home would be the queen, right? So in everything, I guess you have to have rules and regulation. If you have lots of rules and regulations, or the relationship won't work. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for joining. Awesome. Again, I was saying, for all the small businesses, Deborah is also an entrepreneur. She makes beautiful cakes. Deborah, put your Instagram handle in the feed so people can come and grab some dessert from you for Christmas and whatever. Victoria, someone often ends up getting hurt. We are more fragile than we know. And you're right, Victoria. People pretend, and this is where we talk about people wearing masks. Just to be people pleaser. So they're just saying it just to please their husband, but in reality, they're not pleased about it. They're just doing it just because they want to keep that person, but at the end of the day, somebody's going to get hurt, and then someone is going to say, you know what, this is not for me, and may decide that, I got to get out of here. This is not working for me. This is not my thing. And yet, at the end of the day, if this is not your life, that this is not something that you're growing, if you're not born on this cult farm, but this is what from the get-go. yeah, there's going to be a lot of hurt. There's going to be a lot of hurt. Yes, Destiny, thank you for agreeing with me. It's just crazy out there, but you have to be open, very open when it comes to different things. And for my guests, I really want you guys to learn to have a judgment-free zone when it comes to people's relationship. People are going to do what they need to do regardless. You know what I mean? It may not be for you, but it may be for somebody else. But who are we to judge? We have no idea what people are going through or what their desires are. Because people have fantasy. In their fantasy and in their dream, it looks great, and this is what I want to do. But when they actually do it, it's something totally different. Ruby, for me, I won't get involved with that kind of situation, and that's fine, Ruby, because that's not for you. You know what I mean? But this is where we are as women to when we're meeting these guys, to just say, this is what I want in a relationship. For any time you think that you feel like you're going to step out, let me know and I'll do the same. We need to have authentic, open relationship in order for any relationship to work. And I'm telling you, this lifestyle is not for everyone. And during my journey as a sensuality coach, I've come along and been around so many different people from from even the swingers lifestyle. Again, that's not for everybody. You know what I mean? It's for some. Some people are curious about the whole lifestyle. If you're curious, just go check it out. You don't have to do anything just to check it out and see what's going on. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you're in a long-term relationship, things change. You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily have to be sex, and sexuality could be anything. Your taste bud change. You're tired of eating steak and mashed potatoes. You want some lobster and some asparagus or something. So you need to change up certain thing. But do you want to change up that certain thing by start switching on your partner or involving other entities or any other bodies into the relationship? Because again, just like a lot of people saying this is not their kind of lifestyle, but at the same time, we cannot go around judging anybody for what they choose to do, right? Hi, hey Winston, how are you? Hello, Ian. Jackie is for always laughing. Jackie, what is your point? Talk to me. What's your suggestion? What's on your mind in terms of the whole open relationship, polyamory, the swingers lifestyle? We have so many. One of these days, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to tell you about there's so many different lifestyles that's out there that probably a bunch of you don't even realize. A bunch of you probably is just thinking it's open relationship, polyamory. But we have, again, open relation, we have polyamory, we have cuckold lifestyle, we have swingers lifestyle, we have solo lifestyle. Like, oh my God, we have so much lifestyle out there. And when I started this business, I realized, okay, so for the 20 odd years that I was married, I was living a boring lifestyle. I didn't know these things existed, But again, it's not for everyone. To each their own. And we're all judgment free. But go out there and do your homework. And if you want to switch up things and try to figure out what's going on out there, then that's fine. Jackie, I'm just on to learn tonight. I know nothing about this lifestyle. And that's fine, Jay. But at least you're open to hear what's out there. As I said, there's so many different things out there, But my main concern is for people who are in a monogamous relationship and not having that heart-to-heart talk with your partner, saying, you know what, let's try some stuff. Natanya, your gut tells you what feels right. Furthermore, souls search as to where the thought idea, where it came from. Sometimes one is influenced over the others, true, or just needing to change. Be true, honest to yourself. And that is so true, Natanya. That is so true. We always have to be honest, and people want to definitely change, but you have to be honest and true with yourself, and you cannot make anybody twist your arm because this is what they want to do. They want to do it. And okay, you've never heard about it before, but they want to do it. And it's okay to listen. But at the end of the day, you have to realize if this is something that you want to do, because if you start it, it probably, it's going to be probably hard to come back out. Deborah, it's not for all couple. And if you do entertain it, you must have a solid and clear honest. That's the truth. Debbie, you definitely have to have solid and clear understanding of what the rules and regulation is for. Trust me, this lifestyle is not for everyone. This is where I am right now. No. Right after my divorce, yes. Right after my divorce, I was open to a lot of different things. You know what I mean? Not polyamory, but I had open relationship, and I was fine with that. Because when I go into these relationships, it was not hard. It was just about the physical. It's about the physical, get what you're doing, have fun. It was just about fun and the physical take of it. But the stage that I'm at now, no, I've been there and I've done that. So no, I do understand. Married for so long at this place, and now I'm at a different place. Because we grow, people grow. You know what I mean? You take certain things out of your blood. You take things out and said, you know what? I've been there. I've done that. I'm okay now. We just want to make sure, because you don't want to have no regrets in life. It's as if you want to go on a trip, but because you're afraid of you're scared of flying a plane or going on a plane, you don't take it, and then guess what? That's a regret. And everything that we do in the society and this the little time that we have on earth, we cannot have any regrets. You know what? So, and I'm not talking about people are supposed to go out and do all of this and I'm just talking about not regretting anything that you do. All right. So for those who are just joining, we're talking about open relationship, polyamory, lifestyle, and the whole 9 yards. And we do have a lot of people who's judgment free, and we're talking about making sure that the rules, we have to have clear rules of what's going on. If you are a lifestyle person and you're starting to date and meet someone who's never in the lifestyle, you have to be true and honest and say, this is my lifestyle. Or if you're in a long-term relationship and you feel like you want to wet your tongue or start dating other people, that's a conversation that needs to be had with your partner. Hi, Jackson. How are you? Thanks for joining me, Jackson. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh, Debbie, look. You turned me into a red wine girl. So, yeah. So, in terms of relationship period, we have to be true, authentic. We have to be honest. We have to have clear rules. We have to have understanding. We have to be upfront with everybody and everybody that we date. Hey, Chetty, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Hi, Stacy. Thanks for joining. So this is where we are today. We have to be honest and true. And I mean, for those who want to even have that conversation with your partner and you're afraid, you better pull up your pants and tighten your buckle and go have that conversation rather than cheating, because there's so many persons right now that's in supposedly monogamous relationship and one partner is out there cheating. And is that fair for the person at home? No, it's not. No, it's not. And I know this lifestyle is not for everyone. It's definitely not for everyone. It's for the strong at heart. For the very strong at heart. I know before this episode, and people noticed I putting it on, they were saying, this lifestyle is not for them. And as I told them and told you, it's not for everyone. Natanya, check with your partner is the key, because change is constant. And you're right. You're right. Not just red, yes, it's full-bodied, Deborah. Checking with your partner is key. And it's true, Natanya. Every time you're in a relationship, you always have to do check-ins with your partner. Have that conversation. Has anything changed? Do you need to talk about something? What's going on? Check-ins. There's nothing wrong with check-ins. Every healthy relationship, you do need to have check-ins. I agree with you, Natanya. Beautiful. That was great. Victor, it sometimes causes breaks up because one person wants it and the other don't. So I think it's sometimes giving a partner permission to cheat. And they often use the term, if you love me, you would do it. If you love me, you would do it. Okay. And you know what? You are right. But this is where, Victoria, that if this is not for you, yes, I love you, but guess what? I love me more. Right? Because you're not going to be loving anybody more than you. I love me more. And I don't want to be in a relationship if you're not going to respect me. So yes, you giving me an ultimatum when I'm giving you one. Obviously, you don't love me enough to adhere to what I'm saying. I don't want to be a part of that. So since you don't love me enough and I love me enough, bounce or figure something out. Because I would never allow a man to tell me that you don't love me. If you love me, you would do this. No, it doesn't work that way. Hey, Dave, how are you? Right? Exactly. Nobody loved me more than me. And if I feel comfortable, I'm out of there. It doesn't make any sense. The old time Donna, Yeah, I'll be sucking up on probably doing that. Ultimatums. Right, Dave? People do that all the time, Dave, and you know that. People give ultimatum all the time. But if you're at a certain place, we say, oh, this is what she's saying though. They're having the conversation. They're having the conversation, and then they're saying, if you love me, you will do this. It is a conversation, but in that conversation, there's an ultimatum, right? Yeah. Alrighty then. So far we've been getting some great feedback and some great suggestions and scenarios, and it's just crazy, minute by minute. And you're right, Dave, minute by minute. But at the same time, we have to be someplace that's bees. So, Dave, what's your thought on the whole open relationship stuff? I'd love to hear your feedback. Dave is a tantra yoga guru. Love him to death, and he's about the whole spiritual side of things, sexuality. He will teach you yoga and tantra to make you have amazing orgasm with just breathing exercise. Love, 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 love him. Jackie, who in their right mind would put up with that shit? Jackie, girl, lots and lots of people put up with that crap. But sometimes if you have your equal partner who has the same mindset as you, it's not a big deal because the two of them has the same mindset and it works for both. What's unfair is if you don't have that mindset and he does, and it's giving you that ultimatum, that's where things get screwed up. Thanks, Dave. You like my hair? Thank you. Hello, oh, Natanya is saying, hey, Dave. So crazy when people know each other. So yes, for always and forever, Dave, communication, communication, communication. Things change all the time. It sometimes work. What sometimes work, Victoria? I'd love to know what sometimes work. Because communication works sometimes. And I remember, Victoria, in communication, right? The person that's going to win, and we're going to call it win, is for the person who truly, truly love themselves and the person who truly, truly knows what they want. So that person's going to always be a winner. So anybody who come with the things that don't sit well with you or don't sit well with your psyche, then, the winner is you saying, no, that don't work for me. So that alone in itself is you winning. You have to be honest and true. And honest and true. And in the moment, we have to be honest with ourselves. Because I'm going to tell you, you're going to be home, or anybody here who's not into that type of relationship is going to be home. Your partner's out there playing the field, and you're home bawling your eyes out or crying and suffer in silence. And that's more hurtful because you know what he's out there doing with somebody else. So now it's going to take away your happiness. Now you're going to get bombarded and, then you're going to get depressed. And then this is where the whole mental illness comes in because your poor mind is going to be running away with you. Destiny, I do sexual health and relationship workshop in the community to Black women, but I get some really good feedback from Donna Savage that I add some spice. We have to have a Zoom. Listen, Destiny, yes, you and I are you're actually going to be one of my first guests in January because I think next week is going to be my last one for December. And then in the first week of January, I'm going to start and you're going to be my first guest, but you and I will speak after. Dave is saying communication can be yes, no, left, right, especially in the moment of highs and lows. Respecting the space of possibilities. And you're right. You have to respect the space of all possibilities. So we're not going in there, we're going in there with fluidity. But at the same time, fluidity, and you have to be true to you, not to the other person, to your true feelings, how you feel about this. Is this something that I can handle? You have to be true to you and nobody else. Nobody else. Circle of trust, circle of intimacy. Yes, and yes, and yes. This is great, guys. This is amazing. Okay, so for those who are just joining, again, we're speaking about intimacy, open relation, polyamory, the whole 9 yard, the whole lifestyle stuff. So for those, we have some really great feedback on what's going on, the naysayers, and what's true and what's not, and where we're going, what we don't like. And, people are giving ultimatum, and is it okay? Because, and I can go through women's head, I don't want to lose him. So if I don't want to lose him, I probably have to adhere to what he's saying, but you don't have to adhere to what he's saying if you love you, because a lot of times we have to learn to choose who. Choose us. Choose you. You flown with menopause. Flo, you flown with menopause yet? Who's flowing with menopause? Me? I don't get that, Dave. Hi, Marcia. How are you? Kirkshaw, thanks for joining. Marcia, thanks for joining. You know, so so I'd love to hear some more feedbacks. We're all we hear from everybody else. So some people join in. Let me know what's going on. What's your thoughts on open relation? What's your thoughts if your husband or your mate back in the days came back and said, you're a monogamous relationship. I can cheat, but you can't cheat. What's going on with that? It's okay for me, but it's not okay for you. Or are you okay to having an open relationship? We come home, me and you. It's all about me and you. But when it's not me and you, then it's me and somebody else, and we come home. So it's heart to heart at home. When we go outside, it's a physical thing. But Meg, I tell you, in order for true intimacy and true love is not about the physical things. Because I'm telling you, most polyamory and open relationship is about the physical. We don't want physical. We want so much more than physical. All right. You guys are having so much fun. Love your energy. Now, Dave, come on to my business. You and I will talk later. All right, guys. So listen, if you guys are not going to be, coming and having an amazing conversation with this, Mega, cut it off and probably do something else next week. Because, I'm going to tell you, it's Savage Talk with Savage Desires is a topic that a lot of people are not talking about. We're going to be talking about everything: sex, sexuality, relationship, what type of relationship, upside down. A couple times people are talking about lizard laugh. I researched that. I know what lizard laugh is. It's just something that I'm going to always be talking about. So on a need for talk up, I'm going to shut down and only do a half an hour live. Dave, congrats. I've had an amazing year with menopause this year, and help me, Miss Mabel, with her book about menopause. Nice. So you and I will talk. You and I will definitely talk. Dave, you and I will talk. I love talking to you. All right. So tonight I wasn't feeling well. And I said, no, I have to do this. My sister said, Donna, get off of your ass and go do your live. And I did. So at least I did half an hour, because listen, I'm tired. So let's do a quick recap. This episode was brought to you by all the entrepreneurs that's sitting on here. Deborah Dayer from Dare to Taste Cake, Lisa from Lisa Oil. Who else is on here? Jackson, who does plumbing. Dave, who's a tantric teacher. Who else? I can't even see who else is on here. Destiny, who wrote her book. And of course, me, Donna Savage, who does one-on-one relationship counseling, workshops, selling toys, not only toys, but talking about sexuality and sensuality. I have my gift boxes. Visit my website. Support the small businesses. All right, so I am definitely going to log off, because listen, I don't know what's up with this nasally feeling that I'm having. But I want to thank everyone for coming on and talking. And listen, people, feel no ways in inboxing me and asking me questions, because I'm always open. I'm approachable. My door's always open. Always open. I am not this bubbly for nothing. All right then. So, guys, thank you for joining me. And don't forget to support Savage Desires. Go visit my website, savagedesires.net, and support their business. All right. And people, let me know if you watch this on the replay. Let me know your thoughts. And please support everybody that's on here who has their small businesses. Support. Have an awesome night. Bye, guys.